Oh, if I look a bit crooked to you, well, you look crooked to me. So, welcome back. There is still more cross stitching. I happened to go into my craft room very eagerly to find all the things, and then I went, oh, I forgot all about all of these as well. So, shorter video. This is a cactus that I am currently doing. This is by Joy Sunday. I totally recommend Joy Sunday. Very good, high quality paints, everything else. Painted pictures and the ink on the fabric itself. You can twist and pull and bend and everything else, and they're not going to crack. The colors aren't going to fade or anything else. I've always loved Joy Sunday. There are some that look like Joy Sunday. There are other names. Totally up to you. I've never gone elsewhere. So as you can see, I've done quite a bit of this. Now this one I'm starting to like because it's bigger, it's got more detail, but again, they're not backstitched yet. But you can kind of see where I'm at. I got all the cactuses done. I'm just doing the cactuses here. I have no particular place to go. I'm just moving across. I have told myself before I'm going to go up upper left, I'm going to do this whole cactus head, and then I'm going to backstitch it, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that. Nah. I just do whatever it comes naturally. If I have green and whatnot, I'm just going to go ahead and stay with green. But yeah, you can tell everything is good. See, it's been rolled up for who knows how long, 10 months plus, and there's no cracking of the colors, no fading of the colors. It might be a different story if I didn't have inside the protective bag that I have. So, these are the ones I found in the room. Oh. Here's the Oriental one on one of my videos. I said I didn't know where the Oriental gal is. I found her. I have started very little on her. The only thing I have to say is these are much harder to put. The painted ones are harder to put on your hoops because they just, it's like trying to get off dry paint. It's just it's very hard to get it mounted on there, but it works after all. So anyway, she's not too big, but you can see her head. It's facing this way in the middle. You can see where I've started on the sky. I went all the way across, kind of dibble-dabbled with the sky. I do like when I start with one color, I will stay with that color and then do as much as I can. And then if I get bored, then I'll, which I did in this case because it's like blue galore. So I went ahead and started changing something else. Sometimes you're enthusiastic to want to get the face done or something like that. See how it turns out. But, that's the good thing about it. You can mishmash around. So there's the Oriental one. I did do a diamond painting years ago of Mulan. And I did a black velvet frame around it. It was just that Amazon sells a black velvet tape that you can use as a frame. And I gave it to my brother and his wife, and they freaking love it. It was in between the two rooms of one of the rooms where I was staying. It looked great there. Found the tiger. Found the Bengal tiger. Yes, sirree, Bob. Hey, boo-boo. I found it. So let me show it to you again. If you don't watch the other videos, this is the one that I've always wanted. It was this one and I think some wolves. And I'm like, no, I just want to get one to see if I can even do this kind of cross-stitching. And I am having fun. Just a suggestion, again, if the pattern, see how small the pattern is? It's so tiny that I took it to my local Xerox place and I had them blow it up to whatever this was, and now I can see it really, really well, and you can see where I'm highlighting what I'm doing. But what I also do is, since I'm working on this sheet, is I have up on top the symbol, so I don't have to keep finding the symbol page, which is this one I showed you, to keep referring back and forth. The most common ones, come on, I will put on top and write what it is. So I don't have to keep going back and forth, back and forth. I don't have that much room to do that. So with that being said, there is a lot of double threads, 2 different colors. I was getting aggravated. Yes, I messed up a lot, but you're not going to know unless it comes to the stripes of the tiger and it gets all weird, which stripes are not straight. They're not perfect. So then I'm like, calm down. But the bad thing about this is I didn't know it, and I don't know why it's doing this, is it seems to be going left. Which, I don't know if any of you guys can explain it. Oh, you know what? It is left. Duh. Never mind. I don't know why I had it right, but okay. I'm just used to everything right since I'm right-handed. But you can tell where I'm going just below the neck. And in the back, I think I am doing a great job so far. Look like that. That is doing good. Isn't that awesome? You wouldn't even be able to tell where I messed up. And, you know, you can tell right below the neck. Right. Right here-ish. Just starting in the gray area. I got tired of all that double thread and dark brown and tan and all that kind of stuff. But this is the one that has been calling my name for a very long time and saying, we need to be talking to each other again. And I think it does great. Or it looks great anyway. So there's the tiger. And that's what got me going last time I was in a hump and didn't want to do anything. The tiger was like, get me done. And I do have to use I have a stand, and the frame locks into there. And then I have a lamp that has the magnifying glass on it, and I also have the glass magnification. So I have several things to help me. The neat thing about the magnifying glasses is they can flip up, and I can be watching YouTube and then just go down and, you know, that whole thing. It's fine. This is the wolf. I already showed you the autumn wolf. I just have to put it with its motorcycles going by. Alright, this is the last one that I found. This is my biggest one. I thought I had it before. Didn't think I had it before. This is the biggest one. 9 count. So it's 180 centimeters by 75 centimeters. You can do the math. But this looks gorgeous. This is going to be the one that there's no getting around how you're going to start it. As far as, I always start in the upper something corner. I always start in the center when it comes to counted cross stitch. But this is my big bad boy. Alright, I did not do it, but I did take it out of its original container just to go. Yeah, and that's exactly what I did. Let me get these threads off of here. See, I thought the threads on the cardboard was so annoying, but now I'm getting to thinking that maybe it's not. So, look at all those. I don't know if you can appreciate all the threads. Alright, so let me do this. Like this. Go down. I'm wearing my Battle of the Badges for donating blood. It was the last extra large. I'm so glad. And I did it late in the evening. So, here it is. It's bigger than I can hold on to. Just about. But you can tell it's pretty big. Pretty big, pretty wide. Let me see if I can ask my smart speaker what it is. Alexa, 600 centimeters is how many feet?
600 centimeters is about 20 feet.
20 feet? That does not make... Alexa, 600 inches is how many feet? She's not talking to me now. Alexa, stop. Alexa, 600 inches is how many feet?
600 inches is 50 feet.
Okay, 20 or... That ain't no 20 feet, people.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
So it said 600 what? Alexa, stop. She's been messing up lately. So, I'm 5'4", and it comes to here, so about 5 foot. So I don't know when they say 600 what that's about. But yeah, pretty big, huh? Pretty big. Oh, I tell you. And, you know, I'd like to donate a lot of these things, but when I see the prices that they give them at Goodwill, I just cringe, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. And a lot of people steal from there. Caught these young kids stealing. Went to go talk to one of the people up front, and they said there's nothing they can do. They physically can't attack them. They physically, verbally cannot accuse them, because you never know if they'll have a gun, a knife. It's not worth their life for a, you know, $8 pair of sneakers kind of thing. But they don't do anything. And murders nowadays, you know, you do a murder 30 days or 30 years later, out of a lifetime, you get out. Whether you don't have a disease or you do, you're just getting out. They're like, yeah, why not? You qualify. Now, if you have a terminal disease, obviously, you know, you might as well just spend it outside. But in my opinion, you shouldn't, because that victim isn't coming back. And you can easily verbally tell somebody, hey, guess what? Go get this, that, and the other. So that's my opinion. And I don't know why I went that way, but I just did. Anyway, those are all my cross stitches now. So thank you. Oh. Alexa, 150 centimeters is how many feet?
150 centimeters is about 4 feet 11 inches.
There you go, 4'11", so. So yeah, it comes in the book. Tiny little things. And again, this book, if you were to say, okay, if you were to look on the canvas and go, how do they do this? This is 110, 90. It goes backwards. 100, 110. So you would have to look at the canvas and say number 90, and then go down and figure out where 90 is, and then where you're at to see what color it should be or what have you. And then there's numbers on the side. And I don't refer to this unless something's going astray. But other than that, I usually, when I start working on a particular area, I'll grab 5 to 6 numbers. I'll get a piece of paper. I'll draw the symbol. I'll get the color number, whatever I need to do, so I can just reference that and just go and go and go without having to flip through the canvas, because the canvas is the only thing that has the key. This has the key too. But again, I think it's going to be, the DMC is 160. Let's see here. Let me, out of curiosity, so I'm not drinking the bathwater, as they say. All right, let me find number 6. Oops. Number 977 is 37. So number 977. Right there is number 37. So that's it. It's a squiggly line with that. All right, so it's the same here as far as symbols go, so I could use this. But then again, when it comes to this versus what's on there, I know it's different. I can't remember how it does it, but it's different, or something is weird. All right, so that's small potatoes compared to anything else. The last thing I want to talk to you about is if you were undecisive of what you want to work on, whether it's cross-stitching, housework, where you want to eat, where you want to visit, go to your app store on Google and look up Decision Wheel. There's a bunch of different wheel examples. You pick the colors you like. You can change the color, change the font against the color, all sorts of fun stuff. So I just did my app, it was asleep because I haven't used it for 10 months. Just brought it up. I put in some of these names that I showed you on the first video. And whenever I get, you know, I'm tired of what I'm currently working on here, I will go to my app, spin it, and that's what I'm going to work on. So hopefully these 3 videos helped you guys and encourage you guys to get your cross-stitching bug going. Give me comments, questions down below. I really like the cross-stitching community. I have so many projects going on. I don't know where to go. I have, you know, enthusiasm to want to sew one day, and then another time I want to do NICU loom hats, and then I want to do a scarf, and then I want to do cross stitching. And if you're anything like me, your brain goes cuckoo crazy, and you don't have any kind of a system set up to where you can just bounce around and do everything. You have to take something away and set up for another thing kind of situation. So when I get my craft room back set up and all that kind of stuff, maybe we can do a stitch with me, and let me know. So comments, questions, leave them down below, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye.